Well, most federal workers today actually receive their final paycheck until Congress resolves this budget fight that has shut down the government. And some of the millions of workers will not actually be returning to work after the Office of Management and Budget, the OMB, confirmed today that substantial layoffs have begun. At Health and Human Services, layoff notices sent out across multiple divisions, quote, as a direct consequence of the Democrat-led government shutdown, adding under Biden, HHS became, quote, a bloated bureaucracy.
These are largely people that the Democrats want. Many of them will be fired.
Tonight, Illinois Democrats gathered in Chicago to gird for a fight over that and to oppose GOP legislation they say will lead to skyrocketing health care costs for millions of Americans.
Resistance starts with turning your contempt into courage and your courage into action. Just your presence here tonight is an act of resistance. In the days and weeks ahead, find ways to make that resistance bigger and brighter.
Democrats insist on passing a bill that restores Republican cuts to Medicaid and extends Obamacare subsidies, something Republicans say should be debated after the government reopens.
We did our job. By way of reminder, the House passed a clean, nonpartisan CR 3 weeks ago today to keep the government funded and, by extension, to pay our troops and TSA agents and Border Patrol agents and air traffic controllers and the rest of our federal workforce.
Beyond HHS, notice of layoffs went out this week to people working in the Department of Education and the Treasury.
This is something that, the lawmakers are unable to come up with a common sense reform and to pass a spending bill. And so we have the American people, we have federal workers who are, once again used as political pawns.
So as the shutdown heads into a second week, who is to blame depends on whom you ask.
Friday night in October, 13 months from the midterms, but you're here because you know you need to be here. You're here because you know it's not just our duty, it's a privilege to be in this fight.
Now, the administration has not specified exactly how many workers or agencies are going to be affected by layoffs, but President Trump is on the record saying that the number of layoffs would be, quote, a lot.